to open up and accept a truth in your heart, like our spirit knows. For myself, I am on the 16th degree, so be sure to look into your natal chart and see if you have any main stage ingredients connected to this moon that may be activated, spiritual bliss in that arena or area, or setting the stage for our boundaries. Do you have boundary issues? Scorpio is just that, boundaries, but it's also the potentials. It's the ending, knowing when to end and when to begin, like even just ending a relationship. And the moon in Taurus is all about manifesting the sauce. So it's being about opening up to manifest what your heart wants and accept that manifestation. Like,
woo, inshallah and Ashe, don't look at the day. It's a Monday of musing, or Amusing Monday. I like Amusing Monday. Either way, welcome to Monday's Musing Show. And to all my replay and live stream viewers, either way, grateful to have you here. And while we're waiting for people to hop on to the show, the live stream, or to listen to the replay, either way, after a curious weekend, maybe going back in time for some of us to re-percolate an hour, today is a day to really open up and accept and being open to receive what our heart loves the most in this life, this thing called life, the gifts of love that life often gives, and sometimes we don't see them. That's what heartfelt really matters the most. It's what our heart draws into us, and we place lines around them by what the heart loves the most, the heartfelt most. That's what matters the most, or the mostest. So it's a day to spend some time and space with what our heart loves the most, whether it's people, situations that bring us peace and joy and happiness, things that are comforting. It's all about the streaming of love, but more importantly, to make sure above everything else that what our heart needs, that our heart's needs are met first and foremost. So this is really energetic boundaries, or setting that foundational stage around you. I don't think people spend enough time with boundaries of any kind, but energetic especially, and the world around us, our environment around us as well. Just creating space and that not only contains love, the secret sauce, but also only allows love streams in. So sometimes that can feel a little bit awkward to hold our love ground, if you will. Just continuing to refine these magical boundaries of strength and beauty and streams of grace, and really taking a time out to begin to acknowledge as we are accessing how it could be affecting, how these relationships maybe be affected or we're affecting them, vice versa. So you may notice that it has made some uncomfortable, but it's perfectly okay. It's about staying the course and holding the field, holding the note. So we've been kind of curating a force field of light within us and healing, that is healing things that are within us and just waves that we probably never seen before, like things that have been hidden under the rug of Hades or Pluto, that we've not yet seen them. So this is the light in the transformation. But being that we have this little cosmic arm wrestle happening, you may also wish to take some time to be in a contemplation station about decisions or different aspects that may be challenging as well. Mars is in the season of Gemini, so it's kind of holding our words. I feel like I'm tripping over my words all the time lately, just saying that. But take a breath, take a pause. We are being asked to not only grow, but also to learn where the drawbridge comes down and when the drawbridge goes down or comes up. So this is so we can all serve humanity better, society, as the heart is kind of pondering into this uncharted territory. But with that, welcome to today's Daily Snippet. Once again, I am your host. I'm a practicing holistic shaman and medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon. But I do go by the term holistic Sha medium, which is a merging of it all in my cosmic container. But my intention is to utilize these gifts, these indigenous technologies, along with these elemental realms, our original divine blueprint, the essence that we are, to navigate our soul's harmonic through these realms, the elemental, the imaginal, into and through the shaman's portal, our 8th energetic center, the soul star as well, the cosmos, subtle realms, and really so much more. There's so much insight, right? With offerings, prescriptions, and rituals, the otherworldly kind, I might add, to really add to the sauce of your main stage ingredient, your personal container. What's also known as your personal medicine, your prime directive. Just assisting you in discovering or maybe even navigating your own personal medicine, your inner genius, the star that I believe we each are, just really reintroducing you maybe to the magical essence that resides within you so your light does shine brighter, which is kind of the stage of today with the cards, by the way. My name is Tanya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room. So if you have yet to subscribe to my channels, YouTube or otherwise, please do. You're probably seeing me on a variety of places, but it's Tanya D on YouTube and Musing with Tanya D podcast, the Otherworldly Insight season. I do have Pluto in the house out for your musing pleasure today. The season of Scorpio, Hades. It was kind of interesting doing that, I'm not going to lie. But it's about setting the stage, the Shaman's portal, our soul star, and our 8th energetic center, the mystical and the imaginal. But also, let's give a big shout out to the community, the village. I hear you, I see you, I feel you, new subscribers and all. So grateful. And also those of you that have been a part of my journey for quite some time, the beginning. Ashe, 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 gratitude. Also, to those of you that are tuning into the replay as well. And if you don't mind hitting the white button for the bell so you're notified, or the bell and the white button, sorry. The white buttons kind of got me confused there, but remember, a comment or a share does get you a message for your day to get you on your way, or the week or the weekend to really just assist with the algorithm, echoing it out into the galactic universe. So that's also helpful. But healing, energetic boundaries, insights of the other world, the world of spirit, our ancestors, subtle, these all kind of do this cosmic dance. It's quite interesting. But I play with the elementals first and bring that in when I do charts and ratings. But you can also find me on other social channels as well, TikTok and Instagram, and of course Facebook. However, if your soul is nudging you, possibly, usually, more often than not, dragging, kicking, and screaming, to dive in deeper into the realms of the mystical, the magical, head on over to my Musing Corridor. This is my digital library in the sky, where I have some amazing opportunities. It's a venue where I hold all of my online library. It's to guide you and assist you, along with a private sacred circle. And yesterday I did have my musing meditation for the month. So that is a sacred space for a meditation circle, all again about the season of Scorpio, along with a cool little PDF that I had a little glitch with. But either way, a community, a village to utilize as well. I am your otherworldly shamanic assistant. You truly are your own healer, but sometimes we do need some otherworldly assistance really to get us out of our own way, of our own magic. We're great at it, right? And if your soul is truly calling out to you, join the Shamanic Healing Academy. This is just launching. You can see what's in the sauce there. It's a mentorship or a membership opportunity. So you may just find yourself in today's threads, being in today, meaning like right, because we're in the moon. The moon's moved into Taurus. You might be feeling a little more sensitive. And we're kind of coming into this cosmic bliss just to naturally open. Maybe you feel a little vulnerable. Maybe you're more flexible, especially within your own personal drawbridge and the demands of life. But on the forefront, we're kind of restoring this cosmic harmony, this cosmic balance to our day-to-day life while we're still modifying our personal boundaries with our outer world around us. So you may need to like stretch the line, move a boundary with someone or something in order to be more flexible. I think of yoga, or Pilates. Or on the other side of the coin, you may become vulnerable in a situation. Maybe you feel overly exposed. So then you create a wall or bring in a wall. But the key in all of this is to create that sacred space, a sense of peace, a sweet essence, if you will, harmony and balance within ourselves and in our day-to-day life. So utilizing boundaries, that's the main ingredient or the tool, the key instrument, if you will. So we're kind of looking for what is going to bring us harmony between our heart and the outer world. This measure of success is whether our heart really can open up and light up and accept the world outside of us, the circumstances, without any feelings or having any internal disturbance. So when we use our boundaries energetic with other people and things and situations, things outside of us, to really find that tranquility of peace and some restoration, really. And I do have a little something coming soon on the highway I'm super excited about. But the key is what is fair, what is balanced, what are these harmonics? And I just realized, but that's okay. I didn't show my thing, so let's do that real quick. So your options for the cards, this is going to be a quickie, but I'll put it back. I'm having my own energetic Monday hiccup here. We've got a mountain for your option. We've got a beach, sandy beach, or we've got the desert. Which one's calling to you? Desert, beach, or a mountain? A peak, a mountain peak, a mountaintop. I like the mountaintop perspective myself. But I'm so excited. On the elemental highway, we have a new month coming in. Get rid of that. So we have a Yin Metal Pig of a month and a Yang Wood Rat of a day. So that new month energy, the water, like look at all the water today. And the Yin Metal on the month, that's a power of spirit. This represents ambition, authority to our Yang Water day. So this is proper power. It's negating, it's affirming, it's kind of positive. And the pig has yang water and the yang wood below it. So the yang water to our day, being the yang wood, is called an unbecoming resource. So what we create from our own resources, and the yang wood, which is hidden in the pig, that is a hidden friend. It's somebody who assists in your magic. So for our day today, the yang wood, the spirit of the day, this is a personality of forward thinking, being a visionary and ideas, they are really determined about initiating and leading. And the rat below, that our day, that's a helpful resource. So we've got kind of a hindering resource next to a helpful resource today, and another hindering. So we're kind of in the flow, resources coming, but there's going to be a decision we're going to have to make. So it's helpful to our day, which is the yang wood, just knowing that help's on its way. Probably the rat from a mate, if I was a person that I was reading this chart for. But the tiger is worldly. It's a worldly friend out there. The fire in the tiger is also a gracious performer. It's what is hidden is the wealth. That's a deep resource. Wealth that somebody earns. It's not like an inheritance. And the water above the tiger, now that the month has changed and all these other little things, this is a parent or a mentor to our day. So this is somebody not close to the family as it is to the year. I'm going to say that it's probably a mentor, but our day is really strong. So that's super exciting. Born in the month of the pig, yang wood is being nurtured by the pig, which represents the beginning of the winter season. It's actually, we're in it. And the water element is literally getting stronger. So our day in the month of the pig is also strong because we've got the support of not just the month, but the rat right below it. Even though it's strong, it's cold and it's wet. We're heading into winter. But when wood is really strong, it needs metal to keep it balanced and also pruned, which we have right next door. But fire, both yin and yang fire, the sun and a candle, are very much needed for our yang wood day, and also earth. And remember, yang wood days need all of the elements for balance, a yang wood day master, more than any other day. So fire and earth, earth to root our day for growth, and fire to warm it up to create some wet or dry earth. And on the month, we have the charmer as a god or a talent, not of a high gifting one. It's kind of a low vibration, but either way, it's there. So it's like being a charming flirt, smooth talking, talking themselves out of trouble or others. Where our year has the poet. So I found this curious. Maybe we have a political charming ballad coming out today. Maybe somebody tweets something that's a poetic charm to the tweet. I don't know. Humanity for humanity as a whole. Peace. The world really does need these waters of reconciliation, clarity. We have plenty of water. Hey, thanks for chopping in. We have plenty of water today, so it's nice to really get us into the flow. But fire and earth, Ashe and Ash, like all the blend. So again, a few announcements because I forgot that. I'm side skipping today. Our choices again, we've got a mountain for our choice in the reading of the cards. We've got a desert and we have a beach, a nice sounding beach. So those are your options there. But again, a few announcements because I forgot. I see you're enjoying the Musing Moon meditation, the prelude. Be watching that. We're in it right now. But it's the Beaver blood moon. There's intensity in the name, cosmic energies at play, and that is out for your musing pleasure. Be sure to tune in. The Musing Moon meditation. Subscribe on YouTube so you're notified when it is there. Or the Musing News, that'll be in your inbox as well. So you've got options. And being in the season of Scorpio, the energy of transformation and power, the rise of the phoenix. I mean, I think Pluto sometimes gets a bad rap, but this is all playing out in our day-to-day world, holding the note. And the Musing with Tanya D podcast, this is like a mystic's moon, I would say. The imaginal and the mystical kind of meets the voice of the greater spirit. I don't think I said that in the podcast or in the meditation, but it's at a higher octave of faith, great spirit. But again, the Shamanic Healing Academy, the doors are open, so you can explore that opportunity as well. The links are above or below, depending where you're watching me at. Either way, this is a hub, and I'm super excited to have it. You have some options to be a part of it, which, like anything, options in life is also a great choice. Membership or mentorship. I really am about options, but for the first 20 people, not only do you get Soliciting Solitude for free, my library of meditations, normally it's 111. I'm all about angel numbers, by the way. You also get a 15-minute intuitive divination session with yours truly. And we do have the Energy Body Demystified, which is normally all to the eights, 888 normally, but it's also free if you decide to become a member for just $55 and get in. So that's super exciting. Or you could purchase them all separately for over $1,000, really, so far. With that said, or just be a part of the mentorship and just taking it up a notch to listen to your soul and navigate your spirit. Mentoring, right? But today we do have the circuitry of the Shaman's Portal, the throat center, our heart, along with our solar plexus. So mental clarity is really online. So coming to the Cosmic Roundtable, I'm actually going to be bringing in messages from the sacred creators, the mindful of messages. So with that, if you chose the mountain peak there, we all need a mountain peak, right? You are light, the 56. So when the highest of hearts opens up, we are mindful, like thoughts just pass on by like clouds. And we love to the infinity beyond degree of love within ourselves and around us. And we open up to some positive light, right? So the message with this one is that our light, the light that vibrates from the core of our being, of our essence, maybe you're a light worker, maybe you're a love worker, maybe you're just pure energy, but being otherworldly, this is like opaquing our light. It's dimming our light so that others are comfortable. We're hiding our power so that we aren't seen or not wanting to be seen. Sometimes fear of judgment causing us to go inward, to contract. It's that yin energy. At the core of our cells and atoms, there are these tiny strings of vibration and light and energy, and this light interacts with other lights around it. So it's emanating a signature sound, if you will, or even a, I would say, light that is only yours, your unique vibrational energetic thumbprint that's needed out into the world, shining our light. Light workers are, in essence, needed, being the light. Be the beam of light that really casts that luminous hope out into the shadows. Be the counterpart, the beautiful crack in the veneer and the tabletop, like a flicker of inspiration, especially when things get difficult. So it's a message where it's time to nurture and protect the light as we begin to devote our time to something bigger in our lives, something bigger than ourselves, working on our soul's directive, our prime directive, in any way that we can, just offering kindness to strangers on the street, radiating bliss or love, healing, compassion, wherever you are and wherever you go, be the light. Even in the line at the grocery store, we can become our own laboratory of light, smiling, being kind, just bringing our fierce mission to serve and be into a role or position that doesn't call for servitude, just showing others how to do it with just more love, more kindness, and trusting that our light is going to be accepted, or it will be accepted, even by those that don't really understand it. Because through, just having shiny, warm eyes, a twinkle in somebody's eyes and a warm smile, we can always bring our soul work out to work and light up a room just with our innate presence. So it's like, what lights us up? What makes our soul float? Like the clouds, what feelings lie in the center of our soul's calling? What is the soul's calling? Or how do you even know you're a light worker, for that matter? Or in what ways are you sharing your gifts with the world? And in what ways are you opaquing or dimming your light? So does your ego build upon fears or being seen or judged, or being being too big, being too light focused, too awe-inspiring, maybe too self-centered, or even too successful? So it's like, how can we shine our light on anyway? And I'm just saying, shine on and shine brighter. Make people feel uncomfortable when you're positive and optimistic, right? We need more of that, especially with this moon coming. Okay, following you are light. Oh, there goes the dog. If you chose the desert, external validation, which I'm loving that. The crystalline headset, right? Crystal headset, the 50. So that's sacred space to our thoughts, giving time and space, trusting our thoughts and being mindful. And what's interesting, we go from accepting our thoughts to our heart's chalice to that highest octave of love to trusting our thoughts. So this is about finding our own vibe, finding our own beat, effortlessly attracting others because of our warm energy, our energetics, tuning out the noise of the external validation and listening to our own beacon, our own heart, and opening ourselves up to that external validation, just being able to even accept compliments. Like, anybody have trouble with that, accepting compliments? It always seems awkward, right? But I hear you, I feel you, I get it. On one hand, external validation can really build us up, giving us encouragement, support to continue on the journey. Positive external validation kind of whispers, and we kind of love it, continue. We want more of that. We all do. So it can be wonderfully supportive. It could be reassuring, just offering us glimpses into what's possible out into the future. So in this way, this external validation, it could be a driving force for our success. But on the other hand, it can also be terribly addictive, right? We get addicted to things. Maybe it becomes far too important and you give too much power to it. So it's important to learn how to really tune it all out, all those other frequencies, in order to tune into your own vibe and your creative North Star. So this is especially true when others don't understand our vision or our light, or when we are doing something totally new. It's the absence of external validation. It can be literally a creativity killer. So if you find yourself unable to move ahead without it, it's time to know thyself, to rely on your own acumen, your spiritual acumen, your intuition, as you decide something of value. Accept the positive, especially when it's there, right? And in its absence, be your own best cheerleader, right? Sometimes we got to cheer ourselves on because nobody else is going to do it, and just allow your own potential to inspire you. Really tuning out the noise of that external validation whenever it's not gifting you joy or even purpose. Sometimes throw on that headset, light a candle in your heart, your own heart, yin fire, and groove to your own essence, your own drum beat, and give peace a pause. Oftentimes, our unique gift for seeing the world our own unique way is the essence that guides us. And when we do rely on somebody else's opinion, whose perspective is the most important when there is a difference? Because opinions are kind of, so how can you learn to be your own compass? When is the optimal time to really seek out a second opinion? So in your current situation, you must have the only voice authentically that matters. And that voice is, what does your heart say? The core note is always the heart, the chalice, and we tend to not listen to our heart space. So next to the following message, let's see, I did the desert. Now we got the beach. The beach. We have balance on the beach. The 14. So that's just being aware of what we are attracting to our heart space. And do we have boundaries around that? Also a 5. So the solar plexus is very alive and well today. The mind, every card has a 5 in it today. So this is patience, it's moderation, it's a perfect blend of activities. It's kind of Libra energy, which is there. Balance, purpose, meaning, fairness, mixing of ideas, positive people, just having it in the perfect brew. So this message is too much focus on one thing. It's ignoring the possibilities or the responsibilities that we don't like. Possibly maybe some excess, maybe we're imbalanced, maybe we're not seeing the big picture. It is otherworldly, right? So ever elusive, the word balance. We could really drive ourselves a little batty, chasing the perfect ratio of all the things, whether it's home, health, family, social life, hobbies, or even just extra time with ourselves. And it's totally okay not to strive for compulsive perfection, for crying out loud. Sometimes just chilling, weigh the blunt out, is exactly what we need to usher in some desperately needed balance. That's in the reservoir of today. Then again, you may be so complacent that your heart is begging for a healthier mix. So if this is you, you're going to know it when it is, by the way. then the universe is requiring more of a consistent energy from you in order to deliver you your dreams on a golden platter, I might add, regardless of your situation. So if you're feeling misaligned or out of whack, it really is time to come back to your center, do an authentic heart center check-in, looking for solutions to your situations that really feel grounded and calming in your spirit space, and avoid anything that's going to tip your scales and suck away too much of your energy. Doesn't really matter, or what's going to provide you with too much lazy around time as well. We can become sluggish. So just actively seeking moderation of time and things you're doing, and really just step away from the drastic, the chaos, the excessive things. So any imbalances that just don't feel right, kind of go into your barometer, have a consistent kind of introspection to see where you're lacking and where you are maybe leaking energy. Again, that's going to guide you to that middle ground. That's what's required in this moment. So just finding a long-term success through measured blending of strength and productivity and being in stillness, that's that sacred space. No one can create balance for us. Only we know what that feels like, because it is a feeling. So how balanced do you feel today, and what does a balanced life look like to you? And can we plan a week around this, like literally giving time and space to planning that out? Are there any self-critical not enoughs or non-familiars that are eating their way into your balance, in your cobwebs maybe, or your closet? So there's lots of mindfulness today. I don't know if you recognize that, but just using our boundaries with people, things, situations to find a sense of balance, to find our inner peace, to find our calm, and allowing our heart to be the key to access all of this, and being mindful of our heart, coming from that heartfelt loving space and modifying our walls, the drawbridge with the outer world to create that peace, heartfelt peace. What does that feel like? So if you've been working on or trying to find your own inner peace during the season of Scorpio, today really is the day to unlock that door. It's open to really negotiate a balance. So if you're in relations and you're both streaming through your heart, a fair deal that's a possibility you're going to reach it. But remember to use the tool of the drawbridge, personal boundaries, to be sure to protect the outcome that you are focused on, with rules that keep the deal in place. Like, you have to come to an agreement, right? So if we can, I encourage you to get to your own sacred space. You might be driving in the car, just in the stillness, going down the road. That's what I like to do. And relationships are some potent learning opportunities, right? And being in the season of Scorpio, it's also deep. So I would say do a little meditation and light and space, and just take notice, journal if you will. The solar plexus is online. That's our Ram channel. The heart is the throat, the yam and the ham, and also the shaman's portal. So kind of just imagine yourself surrounded in universal streams of love in a sacred space, protecting this inner peace you're creating, and really take that breath and that pause for the bridge that you're creating, or the walls that protect, and being mindful in the process as those thoughts, float on by. But I would affirm I am in my sacred sphere, mindful of my heart's wishes. So having a protective heart mind. And be sure to share this if you don't mind, if this episode inspired you in any way. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow for the full Beaver blood moon eclipse. Be sure to watch the Musing Moon meditation. And I will see you on the other side. Ashe and blessings. Thanks for tuning in. I can see you. I appreciate it.